Hey guys, welcome to this evening's art club, photography club where we can share and discuss each other's work, and hopefully everybody's enjoying these critiques. And yes, without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so I'll take a look at Angela first. And let's see, Angela went out and got these gorgeous little macaroons from Loose Brick Coffee in Ozark. And she's got them displayed on a dolly. She tried using a big piece of foam core board, so those of you who are non-artists, I guess, it's kind of like a sheet of poster board, but it's got foam in the center so that it's really lightweight, and we often use it for backing framed works and things like that. You might know about it from, maybe a science fair that you did a trifold board. And so she used that to reflect some light back in from the window so that her shadows wouldn't be so harsh, and I think that was so smart. And then she had this little troublemaker here that was leaving some bacon grease. But that just makes it sound more delicious to me. And honestly, Angela, I don't think I would have minded if there was a little bit of crumbs here and there. And oh, your poor baby. She didn't get to eat anything. That totally reminds me of when I was younger and I would like it, if I was really good, like with my diet for a month or something, I would go to the bakery and just get a little box of treats for myself and keep that a secret. All right, let's go look at your folder. I don't think my kids even know that to this day. Pretty funny. Okay, hold on just a moment. Okay, so these super close-ups are just delightful. You can see all of the texture on the macaroon, on the doily, all the little sprinkle detail that they've got on them and how yummy they look. So I would say this photo is really exceptional. If it were me, I would probably go and warm it up a little, just a little bit, and that would be temperature. You could also do a little bit of increase in saturation, but of course this is exactly how they would have appeared normally. And then this one is also quite lovely. And I love the multiple direction of the reflections or the shadows that you've achieved here. So you had to have light coming from multiple directions to create all of these different shadows. Do you see that? So I enjoy that a lot. And I love how you created a sweep. So this background, you made a kind of a seamless sweep here so that there's not like the edge of a table and then a background. And that's a pro. That is a pro. What? Habit. Yeah, it looks great. Again, I think I would warm it up just a touch. And then this one with the cinnamon roll, I think this one I would probably brighten it up a little bit, sharpen it up a little bit, bring some light into those shadows, and warm it up a little bit so that it looks, just as delicious as it could possibly look. All right, I do want to look at your contact sheet in Photoshop. Let's see if it's going to let me do that. Hold on. Okay, so here is Angela's contact sheet, and I just wanted to go through each image I mean, really just sheer perfection there. Oh, I know what that is. It's a grid line. Hold on, I'll get rid of it. Alright, we'll try that again. And I just kind of like to slide through and see if I see anything, you know, just incredible. I think I like the composition of this one a lot. And I can see how this guy is, you know, leaking bacon grease. But you know, if you'd have said to me that that was like a pecan caramel, I would never have thought of it again. Yeah, I think the crumbles can be fun, little additional characters. But that said, I think you made some good choices with your 3. And then I miss this little guy. I didn't get to see him a lot. And I want to know what flavor it is. If I had to guess, I would say maybe caramel cappuccino, maybe. I like that composition a lot too. Very nice. And that one. And there we've got all 4. I have to wonder if you know, these all got to be your treat, you know, Mom's treat. That's very good as well. But I can see definitely why you chose this one. It's just lovely. It feels, you know, almost ethereal. Lovely. Very nice, and I'm so glad that you took that angle. So food photography has, you know, they talk about different angles. So like something like this would be top down, like overhead. Especially when it's perfectly flat, you know, the lens of your camera is why can't I think of the word? It's just like it's facing the surface of the food, the plate or whatever. Is it parallel? Yeah, I think it would be. And then you know, this is more of a frontal view down here, and I really appreciate that. So I'm so glad you tried different angles, but I think you chose wisely. All right, excellent work, Angela. Let's go back and look at the next person. Okay, so here we've got Kira, and Kira is, you know, our resident plant guru. And so she's got some cayenne peppers that she grew, and you did a great job choosing all the ones that were super red and beautiful, and I'm glad that you did some research about unidirectional lighting. Okay. And I understand that, you know, to use manual settings, you know, you always have to play around for a while. And I'm so proud of you for keeping those manual settings. And then these are the Gomfrina, purple Gomfrina. Probably saying that wrong. And you colored the teas. So smart. You know, it's always good to just, you know, and that's why I shared that article, because there's so many hacks with food photography that, I mean, honestly, of course you want to enjoy the food after you photographed it, but in some cases, that's not always possible, you know, if you want to get the best shot. And it looks like she found out a little steam overlay, which I was just like, oh, I love that. And I did notice the teapot too, sorry. But that's really kind of impossible to fix. So don't worry about that. You know, I think now that you know all the things that you know, you could probably do a reshoot of the teapot and get some, you know, really truly stellar images for your portfolio. So let's take a look at Kira's pictures. And look at that, how lovely you arranged these peppers. You know, it's just like, I don't know. It's such a kind of pleasing arrangement. Pleases the eye. I love how the color really pops and against the cutting board. I might have tried, you know, maybe cutting one or two and getting, you know, get down in close and see what those peppers look like inside, you know, little pepper slices and little pepper seeds and things like that. But, you know, we're just beginning here, so so don't feel too pressured. And then I do really like this choice. I love the shadows on these three peppers. And I think it's a really nice, pleasing arrangement. I like how the stems play off one another. You know, it's just like a little family. So very cool. And then this is your contact sheet. We'll look at that up close. And then this is the one for the tea. Okay, hold on. And then here is that gorgeous shot. Really just incredible, Kira. I love the dark background against the teapot. I love, love, love the bright colors and the scattered petals and the color here. The steam is just to die for. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. And, you know, I hate to say it, but with a reshoot, then we could get that perfect shine on the teapot. And, you know, it's about going above and beyond for your portfolio. So if you want to do that, I would suggest definitely doing that. So let's take a look at your contact sheet. So I think you've got a lot of really nice pictures here. You know, on this one, I don't really notice the dust so much. And there we go. Yeah, I think this is quite lovely. I think you probably wanted to have maybe the glass in sharper. Is probably why you didn't choose it. And I get that. And then, oh, I just love the light coming through it. So pretty. I mean, so many good shots here, Kira. And then, you know, this reflective surface like Angela mentioned. So beautiful. But yeah, I don't think that one's clear enough. But you really had some good intuitive ideas. See, I just love the little patches of color here, the reflections, how this is catching the color of the gumfarina. So pretty. And you know, this almost has like a glow to it. Beautiful reflections. Yeah, it's just lovely. I wonder what's in the jar. Is that gumfarina jelly? Okay, and that is very pretty as well. I mean, there's little not to love here. Just picking up all those colors. And you're trying different angles. I mean, I appreciate that so much. All the different things that you tried. You know, I really like this one too. I'm not sure what this is. Is that some kind of a skull, or can't quite tell what that is, but it's kind of interesting in the scene. I love the lines of the window and the reflection, and I love seeing like the top of the surface of the water here. And those dark photos are valid as well. And I see you trying, you know, no light and then light. So really, really smart decisions. So pretty. You know what I wonder? I wonder if, what if you had done some bracketing and done an underexposure and an overexposure, as well as one that's perfectly exposed, and then layered them. How clear that would be. Goodness, so pretty. Oh my gosh! Kitty baby in the scene. Really wanted to be part of the game, I guess. Yeah, just delightful. What a beautiful contact sheet. Yeah, you really did some tight framing here. I like that one too. That one is pretty wow. And I wonder if you had taken this one into Photoshop and did the camera raw filter and increased the clarity. You know, filter, camera raw filter. Or even if you have the raw file open in camera raw. But these reflections are just lovely. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I think I would probably crop this one a little bit, just to get rid of this little bit of a, not sure what that is there, but it kind of disrupts the edge. And yeah, wow, that was fun to look at. Thanks for indulging me, Kira. And then these, I think most of them are pretty similar. You went with the one idea and then the other. And I see you experimenting with aperture and shutter speed. And I like that, you know, it's very limited lighting. So we get just a shine on one side. And I like that. This is, you know, I don't know, the curls and the red, and it's kind of like fiery and devilish, isn't it? And there I see you experimenting with the arrangement a little bit. Sorry about the grid. But I like seeing the different little arrangements that you tried. Like I said, I only wish that you had tried, you know, cutting and maybe with a knife, but the choices that you made are really smart. That looks like the hood of your lens, maybe. Wait a minute, is that a kitty cat? Oh my goodness. How freaking adorable is that? Hilarious. Yep. So great work, great choices. I'm very pleased. Okay, we'll go to the next person. Alrighty, next is Joshua. Didn't mean to do that. Mac Pro, so touchy. Okay, Joshua said, oh, he had a satisfying photo shoot. And I'm so happy that you got to make food and then eat the food. I think your butter rolls really had everybody going, including me. So you had to make a second batch. That's so cute. That happens though, doesn't it? You start to focus on other things. Alright, so we got your contact sheet. Oh, and I'm just gonna like go look at your pictures. And Lorna was really excited about those rolls too. Okay, let's pull up your folder. And first we've got your chips and dip. I think this is a great image. It's got a really nice shallow depth of field. So we've got the focus right here. And we're getting some shine and some light on the salsa, you know, so it makes it look kind of like extra shiny, delicious. We've got some shine. I love this little polka dot there. Got some polka dots on the bowl. Beautiful. So I think this is a really great shot. I want to dig in. I know. And that's the goal, right? And then, oh, this is a mistake. Don't worry, I didn't delete it forever. Lorna. So those are your buttery rolls, and boy, did you make them look super buttery. It's like butter dripping down, and oh my goodness, Joshua. You made those look so inviting. And I can see how you thought about the background because you used a really nice shallow depth of field. So yeah, I think this is a great shot. And then here, got this roll with, I think you said this is a beef tenderloin. And it's so nicely blackened and obviously juicy, so you've let it rest, like they always say on Chopped. And yeah, that's delightful. Beautiful blurring in the background. Way to focus on what's important here. Yeah, made it look super yummy. Okay, so we're going to look at your contact sheet. So Joshua, looking really close at your contact sheet here, right off the bat, this image to me is like beautiful clear. It's got that gorgeous shallow depth of field, and I feel like the background is a little bit better. It's more interesting to me. It's got more color and shape, and it's got that beautiful bokeh, that blurred dots of light. I love it. Really, really good. And then this one I think is a little bit too clear. Yep, that one is not as exciting. So yeah, I mean, the mega stack is pretty kick-ass, shall we say. But I think this one has a better background. Hold on now. Go to the next row. And you've made some really smart choices here. I see you thinking like an artist. And gosh, I don't know how you let these sit out so long. You must not have roommates or anything. And I mean, this is really nice, but we get a little bit too much information in the background. Do you know what I mean? Let me put myself out of the way. And I'm just, trying to point out the best features. It's like a pyramid. And this is a nice idea. I mean, I like seeing the cookware in the background, but I still don't think it's as good as that first one. Yeah, we've got to concentrate on what's in the background at this point because the rolls themselves are, doing everything they can to reel us in. Yeah, it's nice. That one really comes into a close second, I think. I like that one a lot too. All right, so excellent work, Joshua. Excellent. And, maybe have a different one to choose. And that's about it. Well done. Hey, here's Lorna. Lorna, I think I want to come to your house for breakfast. Definitely. Oh, she's making pancakes with strawberries and butter and powdered sugar and syrup. And I like that you wanted to try the motor oil. But, in the end, you hate to waste food, right? But sometimes it's worth it for the best shot. And we're going to take a look at these a little bit closer. And yeah, Madison had some good feedback for you. Okay, back to, here we go, Lorna. Okay, let's start here. Okay, so you made these little, store-bought brownies, but you added something special to them, and I thought that was really sweet. So that's cute. I don't know that it's my favorite photo, but I think it looks good. It looks, pretty delightful. And this is so funny. Oh my goodness. I really like this picture. Really, really. It's so fun how, all the little pumpkins are contained inside of a pumpkin-shaped container. And you've got this beautiful shadow here. And I just like the way that they're arranged. I think that this is well done. And then here they come all spilling out. So I think that was a smart idea too. I find this a little bit distracting over here, but I still do like the photo. And then this one, I think I like it, but if it were me, I think I would fix up these marks. And if I haven't shown you how to do that in Photoshop yet, it's a clone stamp, and I can show you how to fix that. And then here's your stellar pancakes, and that little stream of syrup coming down in. So pretty. So pretty. Well done. And you thought about the background. I'm so proud of you for that. And then this one, we've got another little stream of syrup. So yeah, I think the syrup looks really good too. I guess the motor oil looks like a darker, richer syrup or something. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at a couple things in Photoshop. Okay, so this is just a little quick thing about how to fix those marks. I always go to the move tool to kind of stop everything. And then here's our clone stamp. Looks like a little stamp. And all we have to do, you can zoom in, Control plus or Command plus, and so you can get up a little bit closer. And then what you're going to want to do is you hit Option, click on the color that you want to replace. And that looks a little off. So I can just undo it, but I might want to just go a little bit closer. And then Option, click on over top of the mark. Option, click. It's like you're dipping your paintbrush. My brush doesn't want to click. There it goes. And then you can go a little bigger if you want. And that's bracket. Make a bigger bracket. Option, click. And if it starts picking up something else, then you just need to dip it again. But see, it's really easy. And then you can get rid of any marks that you don't like. This actually works really good for like facial features. Now see, I noticed that, so I'm going to get rid of those. Probably make it smaller and closer to the spot where I want to go. So smaller brush, Option, click, and click. So, see? Easy. Alright, so that's that. Let's take a look at your yummy, yummy contact sheet. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. And I already ate supper, so I should be fine. Turn off that brush. Okay, so that looks good. Good. And here we're starting to get into some little powdered sugar snow. Very cute. It's fun to see the progression of the pancakes getting their little dusting. Getting the dust. Sprinkle in of sugar. A spoonful of sugar. What do you think about the Great British Baking Show? Gosh, I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. Yeah, this is beautiful. Just beautiful. And I don't know how you kept your boys away from this so long. I guess maybe you banished them from the room. Here comes the syrup. And yeah, I really like seeing the syrup come down in. And I have to wonder if you must have had a helper drizzling the syrup on top. Yeah, it's really, I like that one a lot. The more syrup, the better, right? So it's just, yeah, it looks really good. Maybe that's the best one. These ones are getting lots of syrup. I have to say, I think that's probably the best one. But I also really like the ones without syrup. You know, it just is like clean and fresh feeling. Okay, so that's my opinion. I'll go to the next person. So Madison, please forgive me, because obviously you see what I've done there. I put your pictures in Lorna's folder. Trying to get going too fast. And so you can look back at my feedback for her on those images, and I apologize, like huge apologies for that. But I do want to look at your images and your contact sheet. And Clark, I can tell Clark likes the those little Halloween pumpkins. They're related to candy corn, aren't they? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, Madison, so we've seen my feedback for you in Lorna's section on the pumpkins and the pumpkin, and a tip there for you. And then let's look at your contact sheet. So I really like this idea of the fruit on the plate and the angle that you shot it, and it almost looks like, you know, sunrise on the fruit. And you've got some lovely light on, you know, that far side of the fruit, and I think that's excellent. I would probably straighten the plate, and so that's just, you know, you go to crop tool, and then you go to straighten, and then you just drag a line. Just click and drag. Let's see if it gets the whole plate in there. Well, I'm trying to crop a whole contact sheet, so I guess that's not working out. But you see what I mean, how you could do it with the individual image. Okay, and let's look throughout these images. And then this is more top down, which is another popular angle for food photography. I think I would crop out this edge if I were going to use that photo. And top down, top down. Okay. Looks a little bit like your blueberries are about to turn into dry blueberries, huh? But they're interesting to look at. Okay, so some of these, could use a little crop if you were going to choose one. I think I like that sunset angle the best so far of these. And I see you're experimenting with different settings. But I definitely like it when all the light is on one side. That's a smart choice. This one I like too. It's got nice light on it. But I would definitely crop this part. I would crop it in closer, so we don't have anything distracting with such a simple idea. And that's a good shot too. And lots of light there, but it's a little bit blurry. Okay, so hopefully, and again I apologize about thinking yours were Lorna's, and hopefully you don't mind and you forgive me. Okay, on to our next person. Alrighty, here is Ellis, and he said he chose Oreos and a black and white color scheme with warm lighting. I'm glad you had fun. Let's take a look at your photos in Photoshop, actually. Okay, Ellis, so you were the Oreo guy this week. And I think with such a close up, such a close crop, you really have to think about everything that you've captured in the frame. So I like this curve down here. This is nice. This one back here, it's kind of feels a little bit cut off. And then as far as the subject goes, I don't think the Oreo is very clear. I mean, it's fairly clear. And I like how you helped yourself to a bite there. That's funny. So yeah, I can't say that I'm in love with this image. And then this one, I kind of wonder if these are flavored Oreos, because all the weird flavors they have now. I mean, it looks fairly clear, but when I go back to 100%, it looks a little bit blurred to me. A little bit fuzzy. I can see that texture there. And we got some crumbs, and you got a nice composition here. So that one is very good. I only wish it were a little clearer. And then this one I think is a really smart composition. I love this idea. So one of the things I'm worried about is that the Oreo stuffing doesn't look white. And it's okay if the cream or the cream colored plate is that color, but unless this is some weird like zombie frosting in here, it should be much brighter. So let's play with that a little bit. Let's try increasing the contrast and see what happens. Nothing too good there. How about exposure? That helps, but it doesn't really help with the color. So I think I need to know a little bit more about what's going on here. You know, maybe you might even want to make it black and white. And then you would have to go, yeah, but it doesn't look appetizing, does it? Not a bit. Okay, so color, definitely better. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how to fix it. It's so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love the composition. And this is great framing. Really great. Tell me what flavor these are so that I can know. Because it's just such an odd color. And then we can talk more from there. So let's look at your contact sheet. Now, I was so interested in your contact sheet. Let's look at it up close. And let's see some of the things that you tried here. I mean, I see such interesting patterns. I'm really intrigued by that. Okay, that's a really good shot. Nice and centered. This I love. This is so good, Alice. Should have picked that. It's got great shadows. Such an interesting design. Love it. And then this one. It appears to be nice and clear. This one feels a little bit, I don't know, ordinary, but I like the idea. And, you know, this is fun. I gotta know what flavor that is. Dude, can't take it. I saw that one. Single Oreo. And I really love how you're trying different compositions, different arrangements. I mean, it's like Beauty and the Beast, the gray stuff. The gray stuff is delicious. It's like gray. Maybe not as much. Okay, so I like the idea there. And I love all these different things that you tried. Oh, that is hilarious. Dude, that's so funny. I like that one a lot. That's funny. Interesting. Okay, and that's it. All right. So definitely let me know what flavor Oreo that was. And, you know, like I said, you might have some better choices here. Tatum, I'm sorry that this photo shoot had you stressed. I guess you wanted to go to a special place to buy special food, and you ended up in the doggy bakery. But you know, it kind of goes with the whole theme of your portfolio, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. All right, let's take a look. Okay, here goes Tatum. What a lovely angle. Super shallow depth of field. We've got this super shallow focus here. I think this is beautiful. I love it. And I'm so proud that you've got these like excellent doggy treats, you know, gourmet doggy treats at your facility. And this is really cute too. That's a special cookie, I guess. And then, you know, this one is also great. We've got a nice reflection, we've got nice color, nice clarity, nice shallow depth of field. So I'm pleased. The only thing we're missing is we're waiting to see your contact sheet, so I'm excited to see that. All right, Tatum. And our next person is Jess. And Jess had a hectic week. Oh, goodness. And I did too. I mean, I got bronchitis. Had to take 3 days off school. Now I'm back and into the thick of it. So she's worried that her photos are not that great. But it's interesting to learn the things that you like. PB&J with small marshmallows. That's so cute. And stuff out of your mom and dad's garden. And Katie was really sweet to encourage you. Okay, so you'll have to forgive me because I don't know about this. I've never done this. I mean, it was like Fluffernutter, yeah, I remember those. With the marshmallow whip and the peanut butter. But I've never seen it like peanut butter marshmallow jelly. As far as this image goes, can't say I'm crazy about it. It's not super clear. So our subject is, you know, kind of blurred. And I want you to really, really think about what's in the background. So I can see how you tried to do that and try to get rid of distractions and things like that. But I think having the subject in clear is really, really important. Now this one is better. And you're taking some epic bites. So this is really like the most bizarre sandwich. So I think you would have to have a title for that sandwich. And do you toast the bread? That bread looks like it's toasted. But this one is much clearer. I see some clarity here in the napkin. Not so much in the sandwich. I mean, there's some clarity, but I think you could do better with that. The background is nice, though. And then your parents' vegetables. Yeah, I think this is really pretty. Lots of beautiful greens in the baskets. Yeah, I like this image. This is good. So we are missing your contact sheet. And honestly, I would, like this one is good, but I would honestly reshoot for the other two and before you make your contact sheet. Just because, you know, you want to have one that's really solid, clear, nice clarity. And, you know, don't worry about turning it in a little bit late, because I know you had a rough week. But yeah, I would try that one again. Take more time with it. Okay, I think this is the last person, and it is Katie. Okay. Katie says she had a really busy week, and she's got some fries and some hush puppies. You had a fish fry. Mix all the hush puppies together. Oh dear. See, I would just be like, you can only pretty much eat one of those, right? Oh, you think salt is spicy. That is so cute. Oh, and you had some good times with using sunscreen. That is hilarious. I'm so glad your kids enjoyed it too. Okay, let's look at your photos. Oh, this is just so funny. And how perfectly placed the little cereal pieces are. That is a funny picture. And then this one is from your fish fry with the hush puppies. I think it's pretty good. I don't find it super clear. I mean, maybe the clarity is like right over here for me. It does look tasty though. And so is it on top of like wax paper or something like that in a basket? So I'm curious about that. These do look super good. So are those like, oh, those are pralines. Oh my goodness. Those look yummy. I mean, it's not the most gorgeous picture because of the color story is you know, not the most interesting, but the pralines look delicious. I like your shallow depth of field. I think you thought about the background and the plating, and so, you know, I think this is good. All right, let's take a look at this in Photoshop. Okay, Katie, let's take a look at your contact sheet. Looks very close to the one that you chose. Yes, I think that's the one you chose, which is, you know, really nicely centered, fairly clear in the foreground. Again, this is so funny. This one is nice. It just feels a little bit squished to me. A little bit like, you know, I don't know. I may be seeing things. But is this the ones with the jalapenos in? That's funny, but the fries do look good. Okay, that looks good. This is so funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the way the cereal is so carefully placed, I don't know how believable it looks. It's a funny picture, though. Can't tell if that one's a little bit clearer. Looks pretty clear. Oh, it's blueberry. Jeez, I made that when I was a kid. Yeah, it's very closely cropped, and I'm just missing that super clarity that I'd like to see. Okay, this one is nice. Nice and clear. Like it. Oh, Creole pralines. I thought it said caramel. Yeah, I think for this one to be really successful, we would have to see more of the box. Maybe not the bowl upside down, but kind of like spilling out. And then, you know, the pieces are going to have some of that sunscreen, coating them a little bit. Because it appears like, you know, like maybe they're stuck in glue or something. So that's a pretty good one. I mean, I can tell that it's blueberry from that. So I think we just need some minor adjustments here. And hopefully you'll be able to do a little bit of reshooting for your food photography. And I mean, I hope you have just as much fun as you did with the first round. Okay, Katie, let me just know if you have any questions. Love this one. This one's really nice. Super clear. Alrighty, and I will talk to you very soon. Okay. Good night.